Nah. Nah.
Does your asshole itch?
No. Okay.
Welcome to the I Regret Nothing podcast.
I Regret Nothing podcast.
Sweet.
With Mike J and Pedro.
Hey guys, what about me?
I regret nothing.
I regret nothing.
Hey, dickheads, you forgot about me, Matt Baguette.
We regret nothing.
I regret everything. Everything I've ever done.
Check out the new layout, everyone. Episode 88, the I Regret Nothing podcast. It's me, your pal, Mike J, and we got Pedro down there in the bottom right, little Matty boy on the top left, our resident weeb. And we got a man named Smegta.
Yes. Hi.
On the podcast today. We brought him in. Why don't you give yourself a little intro so people know who you are? I mean, I'm sure they probably already do, but yeah, go.
Yeah, it's the Swagcha of YouTube fame. Roll out the fucking red carpet. No, but I'm a Rockstar Games YouTuber, I suppose. I primarily focus on the cult classic Bully, released in 2006. So if anybody's interested in that or cut content in that game, especially, that's one of my main things. You might want to check out my YouTube channel. It's just Swagta. I think my name is on the screen somewhere.
Yeah, it's right at the bottom of your name. I have those posted. Yeah. We're using this cool new layout, so I'm not using OBS this time. We're going to try this. It's dynamic. If we ever wanted to include one of our dipshit fans in here, we could, and there's lots of you. Look, we can even put little chyrons on the bottom.
Professional
that
now.
say stuff like pre-order your Postal Dude U2s tomorrow. And with that, we haven't done a podcast in a couple months. So there was a couple big Running with Scissors related announcements, and there's more to come. Just so you guys know, what we talk about here is not everything that's going on. I told you in the last episode that we have a lot coming right now. So the big first announcement is that Postal 2 VR was announced.
Yeah.
What's VR, Mike?
VR stands for virtual reality. We signed a deal with a company called Flat to VR. Sorry, my brain farted there. They are, a pretty big VR publishing house. They've done a lot of good stuff. Team Beef is the development studio behind the VR game. And sort of the way this came around was Team Beef hit us up a while ago about porting Postal to VR. Postal 2 anyway, and we were like, yeah, that sounds cool, but like we don't have the money for that. There's no way we could pay for a project like that. Then they came back to us a few months later and they're like, hey, we have a publisher for it. And we were like, fucking A, let's go. So as you guys have seen by the trailer, if you've seen the trailer, have they seen the trailer? I want to say I could play it, but it wants me to play a local video. I don't know. I don't think I can play a YouTube video in here. I mean, maybe I can. I just don't know how. Plus,
if you want, I can send it to you, and we can play at the end of the podcast.
I could screen share.
Yeah, but then
that's scary. That's a very scary move.
Yeah, we probably should test this stuff before we do it.
Yeah, we did everything pretty much on the fly here.
Yeah, we didn't really think about it. So, okay, if you haven't seen the trailer for Postal 2 VR, just search Postal 2 VR on YouTube, and you can watch the trailer. Me, Vince, and Eric, the CEO of Flat to VR, shot some cool little funny videos for it. And, we announced it. We haven't shown any gameplay yet. We haven't announced a release date. We haven't announced a price, but it is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Quest. It is going to be playable on untethered Quest. So that is the the major accomplishment here. Obviously, PlayStation's a big deal too. And I know everybody's next question is, if you can have a VR version on PlayStation, why can't you have a flat? And the answer is because. So this is just the way it is. This is what's happening now. Stop asking about other things and just be happy that there's any fucking announcement at all. So yeah, it's a big deal.
More to come. You'll see more later.
I saw people posting that they saw that I was in it on Steam. Steam told people that I was in it. That's true. I was. It's pretty cool.
The game is real because Mike got to play it a little bit.
Yeah. And everybody believes everything I have to say.
Yeah.
You are all my simps, and you will believe every word I have to say. I wouldn't say I have the greatest VR legs. I got sick pretty quickly. But it doesn't really have any comfort options yet. So it's just operating. And the other big question everybody has is this DLC or free? Fuck no. No, it's not. There might be like a bundle deal for people that own any Postal game, but no, this is not a free or downloadable content for Postal 2. It's a standalone product. It is extremely expensive to make, and because you bought a $1 game on Steam, that does not entitle you to the VR version of it. No, and some people will say, but I paid full price. And it's like, well, that's $10. And no, $10 does not entitle you to a VR game.
And it's a game from like over 20 years ago. I mean,
it's a whole different monster, and you know, you cannot expect a free update. Just like that.
Yeah. It is not a simple port. Just know that.
Yeah.
Not a simple port.
This is
I've never played a VR game before. I've never used VR, but actually that trailer is what convinced me to save up for one. So I will be getting that.
VR is amazing. You should play Half-Life Alyx as well if you get the chance.
Half-Life Alyx is the only VR game I've played in full.
It's amazing.
Also try Boneworks.
Yeah, Boneworks, Gorn. There are many good VR games now. So.
I like this. I can show people's comments right on the feed.
Oh,
Thanks,
that's nice.
Away Hilarious. Yeah, it is a cool new layout. And we can see your messages. So, yeah, we know Pedro's voice is a little bit low. He had some technical difficulties right before this.
Yeah, everything was working just fine. I'm yelling right now because it's the only way you can hear me.
Pedro just hit puberty, so his voice is changing.
T-Slayer, we got Postal VR before GTA 6. Unlikely. And I certainly fucking hope not. Okay? GTA 6 needs to come out this year for a plethora of reasons. But no. Postal 2 VR will not be out before GTA 6, I hope.
Mike's life depends on it.
It's a lot more than my life, but I mean, as you people may or may not know, the entire industry is like ignoring Q4 this year because that's GTA 6 quarters. So if they slip, we are all fucked. Hey, look at this comment, Pedro.
What?
When is the co-op coming?
It's out, guys, ever since April 1st.
That was an announcement we were going to make soon. So, but we'll skip to it. Co-op is out in beta on Steam right now. So if you have Postal 4 on Steam, you just need to go onto the beta branch to play it. And please send us your bug reports. Send us your fucking bug reports.
It's not perfect, but we've already released a new update. Or is that right, Pedro?
Yeah, if you don't know how to use the beta branch, all you need to do is go to the subforum where it says beta discussions, and on the pin threads, you can see how to access the beta branch. And from there, you can actually play co-op with your friends after all this time. So, yeah, it was not a joke. We have joked about Postal Online, but yeah, it is a thing, and you can play it right
now. Pedro, your voice is totally gone now.
Yeah. And we've been working on this for
Can you hear me?
a very long time, maybe too long. It's out. It's not perfect, but we're gonna actively hotfix it and update it. And when we feel like it's ready and stable, we're gonna release it to the main branch, the main
Yeah.
Steam branch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just needs
So
a
be
little bit of
patient,
work.
but you
Just
can, you
needs
can
a
play it
little
now.
TLC.
Yeah.
The other big announcement is that tomorrow you'll be able to order your Postal Dude and Champ U2's doll. Figure, action figure, I guess, whatever you want to call it, figurine. I would show it right here, but I let Josh take it home and to play with it, so I don't have the sample at the office. But if you haven't seen it, I guess I could show you. If I had preloaded a fucking image on my computer, Pedro, send me an image. Send me an image quick. I can't hear you talk, but I can't hear you talk. But send me. Nope, we can't hear you. Yeah. So this is obviously a big deal. We've been waiting for long periods of time to do this. We tried our hardest to get an action figure done, and it just wasn't financially feasible to do it on our own. And we're like, nobody's ever going to sign us. Nobody ever. And then as it turns out, U2's was totally down. U2's was fucking down. And they're into it too. Like, if this does well, we are going to have way more than just one. Here it is. There it is. That's the Postal Dude U2's.
Image 17.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we'll do this so you can see us and the image at the same time because of this new cool restream layer we're using. But
that is fucking badass though.
It is really cool. And we were at first we were like, they're probably not going to like the blood, but then they put more blood on it. The only thing we wished is that Champ had his puppy dog eyes, but they are U2's, so at least they allowed the dude to wear sunglasses and not have the U2's eyes. But the little doggy has the U2's eyes.
Yeah.
It will be up for pre-order tomorrow on U2's website. It'll be up for pre-order for a couple weeks. We will be selling them on our website eventually. So if you want to, get it directly from us with some other Running with Scissors merch, you can just wait. I'm assuming we will have these sometime in late May, early June. Obviously, the global trade war, which is the plot of the Phantom Menace, is actually happening in real life right now. But yeah, we don't know when the Trade Federation is going to allow our boats through with the Postal Dude dolls from China.
Vagina.
We're just gonna leave the little dude. Look, he's our fifth presenter right now.
There we go.
He's with us. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big step. And just so everybody knows, I've been asked a lot, if this sells well, we are going to hopefully have Crotchy next.
Damn right.
That is some fanfare I got there from the team.
Woo! Yeah.
I'm like, Crotchy's coming. Crickets. Fucking crickets.
Hey,
I mean, I want those. I want those guys. They look cool. So
I did my part. I cheered.
Miss Rin wants to know, will we sign the box if asked once it goes on the Running with Scissors store? Yes, we will. What I should do is I should put a checkbox on the store that says sign shit.
yeah.
Because some people don't want things signed. I have gotten complaints before about that. And I'm like, no. I actually sent John stuff. He's one of our partners. I sent John some stuff, and he goes, oh, I wish you had sent some of the blah, blah, blah without signatures on them. And I'm like, I don't have any of those. We signed everything when we got it.
Somebody asked if we ran out of Postal 3 CDs. Yeah,
They
though we sold
were
them for
sold out
150,
in
we
about
did.
3 days.
We did, and they were 150, and people told us, "Oh, that's too expensive." Apparently not. Apparently it wasn't.
They are gone. They sold
The resale
so
value.
fast.
The resale value will go crazy in a few years. So even now,
No, I don't have any
They
more.
bought it for 150. They can sell it for 200 or more.
Right. We
The
just increased the price of Postal 3 discs on eBay.
Basically, Nintendo they were making their games $90. We said no, we're gonna make them $150. So
Yeah,
Kinda
I
reminds me
mean,
of,
I was
when-
just kind of.
It kind of reminds me of like when I used to do like videos of collectibles of like rare Rockstar shit, and by making those videos, I totally fucked the marketplace value because other people wanted the same items then. So I got a bunch of flack from the community for that because I didn't take that into account. I was just like, I'm just gonna make some videos like unboxing and talking about like some rare bully promo shit. And lo and behold, now it's expensive, and even I can't afford it now. So shit, my bad.
Yeah.
Some people.
The best part is
were
Mike draws dicks on the boxes sometimes, and many times we've been asked, whose signature is that? They thought the dick was a fucking signature.
I had a mother call me and say, "Hey, I ordered a metal sign for my kid, and I opened up the package. It doesn't look like anybody had ripped it open, but it looked like somebody scribbled on it and drew penises on it." And I was like, "Well, the scribble is my signature, and I draw penises on products next to my signature. I will gladly ship you a new one." And she said, "Nope, that's great. My son will love it." So, crisis avoided. Mama loved my dicks.
Yep.
I think that's all of the running with scissors talk. I guess one more thing. Workshop is in development.
Yep.
That'll come soon. Yeah. And yes, their PS5 will eventually get a patch. It's not going to be co-op. Sorry. Wah, wah. We would love to, but yeah, it's just not going to happen. Unfortunately. I'm so sorry. I'm
People
so
asking,
very, very sorry.
People asking, why the hell is Swigta there? Why not?
I
Why
paid my
not?
way onto the show. $1
Why the
billion.
fuck not?
I don't have an answer for that question either. I didn't ask him to be here. He just showed up. I guess when I fucking put up this restream link, I was like, oh, there's this random dude. And Pedro's like, I know who that is. I love Bully. And so we let him on. We let him on. Okay. I mean, I guess, do we have any merch coming currently? Yeah, new socks will be in stock today. We have Dude Cat socks. Dude Cat socks. Let me see. Actually, I might be able to show you a cool little video of the Dude Cat socks now that we're doing this way. Socks. Let me see. Can I download this? Download. Oh, here we go. I'm about to show you. Oh, where's the fucking local video? Upload video. Let's see how. Oh, there they are.
Oh my god.
That's kind of sick, actually. I kind of like that.
Yeah. So those are the new socks. They're going to be in stock today. Well, I'll probably put them in stock tomorrow, but they should be in today, fresh off the boat. We also have more Postal 2 Dude dolls because we're currently out of them. They'll be back in stock in a few days. And then, because I've had so many people ask on TikTok, there will be a Mike J body pillowcase. Yes, I'm using a bidet as a pillow. But there will be I can't show you it right now. The art's not quite done. But yeah, we're going to have those in stock soon. Spoilers. Okay, that's all the running with scissors talk. Obviously, the biggest piece of gaming news was the Switch 2 announcement. It was amazing and big and huge. And yeah, but guess what? Can't pre-order it. Can't pre-order it here. Can't pre-order it in China. Can't pre-order it in Canada. Yeah, I guess the Trade Federation has won another round. There's a blockade of Naboo currently. And yeah, no pre-orders for the Nintendo Switch 2. But the system does look really good.
Yeah, even the games they showed, and they showed a lot of stuff, way more than their usual presentation. Obviously, a lot of people were unhappy about things, but people complain all the time. But Nintendo, they were very quick to backtrack and lower the prices in Europe at least, and maybe in the US on Mario Kart and Donkey Kong a little bit. So I think they lowered the prices by like $20 already. At like most retailers. So yeah, and also the Switch is like $150 cheaper in Japan, but it's only in Japanese. So and the games
thing
are
with the
cheaper as well.
Switch is I was seeing like Mario Kart, I was seeing all their stuff, and I I was like, okay, this I might actually buy a Nintendo console now. I didn't care much for the Switch one, but then I saw the prices and I was like, wow, so Nintendo is known for, being the cheap alternative, and
Not
now they
anymore.
can't even be that. So they're, underperforming, and now they're overpriced as well. Not for me, definitely not.
Yeah. But it's gonna sell like hotcakes, I'm sure. Like
It will,
It will
yeah.
sell.
I mean,
It'll sell.
yeah.
it probably won't be another Wii U situation because people will just buy it anyways. But the
Yeah.
fact that it's going to be so expensive is going to be a big blow. By the way, my microphone should be better now. I increased the
Yeah, you
settings.
sound good.
Fucking finally. Okay, there you go. But yeah, I'm personally not gonna buy it. Definitely will wait. Actually, I will not wait because from what I know, they don't even change their prices. Their prices always stay the same, historically at least.
The only time that happened is when the 3DS came out and it was really expensive, and they lowered the price instantly. Like they had so much backlash. That's the last time I can remember they've done this. But the fact that they already lowered the prices of the games by $20, it's pretty cool, I guess. And one thing I'm like surprised about that's also good. Actually, so there's already benchmarks for it, and people were saying it was gonna be around the PS4 or PS4 Pro. It's actually closer to a PS5 than a PS4. It's just that right now they're not using DLSS and all that crap yet inside. But that's actually really good for us if we want to put our games or Postal or whatever on it. So
On that note, no, we're not stupid. Of course, we've talked to Nintendo about that. It's not that it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen right now.
You're still gonna get a lot of people saying, "Oh, how come you guys didn't contact Nintendo?" No, we
Well,
contact
we did.
everybody.
We did. I had a meeting with them at GDC. The rep that I met with is a good friend. He's a big Postal fan. Yeah, I mean, eventually our products will probably be on Switch too, but it's just not going to be at launch. They're highly curating the launch, and yeah, Postal's definitely not going to be a part of that. It's going to be mostly like big high-end AAA titles.
It's always been that way anyway. The launch times are always highly curated, and unless you have like this huge like AAA game, you're not gonna get in. Or if you're indie, at least you have to have like millions of sales already. So that's not the case.
Yeah.
So is that like a common presumption people make in your community that you just don't bother reaching out to Nintendo at all?
All the
Same with,
time.
Xbox.
Anytime we say anything, it's less like fanfare and more what about this? Like
Right.
it's just like autism turned up to 14. Like I say, hey guys, check this out. Look what's coming. And they're like, but what about Xbox? And I'm like, we're not stupid, okay? Like we have tried many times. We're not like anti-Xbox. Well, we might be anti-Xbox now, but yeah, it's fucked up.
Of
the
course,
funny
if
thing is that out
told
of
us,
all
"Hey,
people,
let's make it happen." At least we would hear them. I mean, we contacted them since 2017-ish or so. It's not that we don't want it, it's that we want it. They just put us on a blacklist. There's nothing we can do about that.
No.
yeah. And out of all people, Nintendo is actually pretty nice to us, surprisingly, compared to some other publishers and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
you would expect it to be the other way around.
Yeah, many people think that. Yeah,
If you told us this would be, the landscape right now, we would laugh like 10, 20 years ago, because Nintendo accepting Postal games before Xbox That's hilarious. So,
And
yeah.
God bless Nintendo. It means we can put Postal 3 and Postal 2 on Switch 2 at $90. It's gonna be a lot of money for us.
I can't
Perfect.
wait to double the price.
Yeah,
I can't
imagine
wait.
that.
You know, like we get called asset flippers and rip-off artists and shit, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I wish we were.
Yeah, thanks Nintendo.
It
I
would make
wish
things so
we had
much easier.
asset flipped Postal 4 and it was like highly profitable. That would be
Yeah.
great.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Let me just give a little PSA. We aren't in this for the money. Otherwise, we wouldn't still be making Postal.
Yep. Or any games. Anything.
No, I mean, there's definitely ways we could like hardcore sell out. I'm sure we could use our existing fan base to really abuse something. But we haven't. I mean, if we were fucking in this for the money, we would have put out microtransactions and shit.
Mhm.
I mean, just the other day, somebody asked me, "Hey, can you give me Postal 2?" And I said, "It's a $1 to $2 game. Okay, if that's too much for you, you can pirate it." We
Yeah.
keep telling people, if you cannot afford our already cheap games, pirate them, and don't ask us where to pirate them from. That's pushing too hard. Okay, we're not gonna help you, but we are giving you our blessing. You can pirate our games. And if you think we deserve money, you can buy them.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Agreed.
something a fucking sellout would say.
What a bunch of sellouts!
So yeah, I mean, we have fun. You know, the fact that we get to keep doing this is everything.
Nintendo, please buy us.
Yeah, seeing the documentary, yeah, it just shows you everything's being done. Everything's been done for fun.
Oh, do
Pedro
we
got
have
to
an
see
ETA?
it. Pedro and
Do
Matt
we-
got to see it. No music. They didn't get to see it with any music, but it is good. It is good. We had a
Yeah,
big
I like it.
we had the big premiere at the Phoenix Film Festival. It was awesome. It was sold out. We did a big Q&A afterwards. It was really cool. And there was a showing last weekend. I wasn't there, but it was in Tucson at the Arizona International Film Festival. And it went really well. So it's coming. It's coming to streaming platforms, hopefully in the next month or two. The Blu-rays will be shipping soon. We'll be selling standard edition Blu-rays on our website. But make sure you support those guys, like all their posts, share all their posts, tell your friends to see it. There was a really good review of the movie. Let me see if it's on YouTube. I saw it on TikTok, so I don't know if that guy posts his videos on YouTube. I don't see it. But it was a guy that claimed to be a self-proclaimed gamer, and he had seen this was on the list of movies coming, but he actually didn't know what Postal was at all. So he watched this movie, and he was like actually pissed off at himself for not knowing what Postal was. And he had a really good time watching the movie, and he was very interested in all the drama that's happened over the years. So obviously the people listening to this know about our drama, but yeah. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for the doc. It's coming. It's coming.
The documentary is good for Postal fans, whether they're old or new, but it's also
Oh,
Pedro.
Pedro, your mic's out mid-sentence.
fuck.
Yeah.
The documentary is good for not only fans of us, but also people who are on the outside. Like they can learn something new about a new company. Not a new company.
You know what? I was gonna post a QR code that Matt made, but you know what? I'm just gonna do this. They don't let you use your own QR code, so I'm just gonna like pop this one up. See that QR code on the top left? Look at that. There's a little linky to our store. If you guys have never bought our products, check it out. Check it out. I think that would be cool. Yeah, I'm just dicking around. I'm just dicking around with this restream stuff while we're doing it. Instead of like, making chyrons for every one of our topics that we're talking about before the podcast, which was what a good producer would do. I'm like doing it on the fly. So I'm an idiot.
And the movie will not be the documentary will not be in theaters and cinemas because you will just be screaming Flint and Steel and a chicken jockey. So throwing popcorns all around. So
yeah. Okay. Enough about us. Gamers are reportedly losing interest in battle royale games. Tell me
what a
more,
surprise! I think it's because Fortnite killed all the competition. So Fortnite will still be always really big, but I think people lost interest in other ones.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of a different take on that. I think it's more of a fad. It's a little bit like the zombie game craze we saw for a while. Eventually, the market gets oversaturated with these types of games, and people just lose interest naturally.
Yeah, I think it may be like a wave until like there's a new like really good and big one, but I think it's just gonna be like set in stone now as one of those genres, and people are gonna move to something like Balatro or like roguelikes or something else, and then they will come back to it. It depends.
Shame we never got in on that battle royale action.
Well, we tried.
We were pretty close, actually, to making a Postal Battle Royale video game with a pretty well-known publisher that is now out of business. Go fucking figure. But yeah, it was a Melee Postal Battle Royale game. That's what they wanted, and it was going to happen, but the contract just wasn't good enough. So
I trust the people to make it on the workshop for us.
That's what we want. We want Postal Battle Royale. We want head soccer and head golf.
And Postal Poker.
Postal Poker. How about like Gwent? Postal Gwent.
Yeah, Postal Gwent.
We need our own like real card game.
Postal Pinball.
You need like Postal Solitaire.
We also had a Postal tabletop game coming too, and that deal's done. The company got bought by a bigger comic book corporation, and they killed all their licenses. So
it looked really good.
It was fun. It was actually
looked
fun.
so
We
good.
tested it, and it was genuinely fun. Such a shame.
I need to have a soundboard in here so I can just play sounds like that. Because everything we do comes with a wah wah.
I feel like Postal is like the Macbeth of the video game industry. Like it just
It's called I like to say this. I like to say that Postal is a toxic brand. Anybody who touches us dies.
Mike, you talk about this a bit in the documentary about the curse.
I do. I said something along the lines of, I don't think there is an entity out there in the universe working against us, but it sure fucking feels like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been pretty close to popping off a few times, but instead we're just living here in the ether, doing our little podcast to 50 or so people who are showing up every time, and they buy all of our stuff. And if they haven't bought all of our stuff, please scan the QR code on the top left of the feed, and you can see all of our cool products that we sell, that I ship out personally every day. And actually, the videos of me boxing up orders have popped off pretty good on TikTok. I now get multiple requests a day with like, please box this order for TikTok. Please throw my package around. Please spit and piss inside of my box.
And you do it.
I mean, I don't do it because people ask. It happens at random. In fact, Carlo, who's our little video editor, he's coming in about an hour to film me do some shit around the office. So if you have an order in the system right now, it's possible it will make it onto the TikTok. I may shout.
There will be a bodily fluid.
And I may spit and piss on your doll, spank its little booty. That's what I love doing. So I love spanking doll booties. DDS publisher comments on Schedule 1 copyright investigation.
Yeah, the publisher from Drug Dealer Simulator, they pretty much decided to, start investigating Schedule 1, just because the games seem similar. The funny thing is, they allegedly haven't done that to other not so successful games, which it's really shitty because Schedule 1 developer is just a sole developer. He's just one
Yeah.
guy. And imagine getting, investigated by this big company over just making a game. It's really bullshit in my opinion.
And by the way, Schedule 1 is fucking amazing. It is so
it is
good
fucking
fun.
amazing. Go buy
It
it.
is really good. Yeah.
I wish I knew what you guys were talking about.
It's
See,
a
I want to check it out, but I've had like 3 people at least message me and send me screenshots of characters in the game, be like, "Oh, it looks like you, Swag," and I'm like, "Well, yes, but fuck
It's
You
you."
just
funny.
look
I
like
thought the same
everybody,
when
buddy.
I played the game.
it's like Mike. It's like an open world
Yeah.
meth, weed, and cocaine simulator. So
Yeah.
so you
What
you buy houses, you cook, you hire people, you buy cars, you go to pawn shops. Soon you're gonna be able to fish. You get chased by the police. So it's a little bit like GTA, Saints Row-y, but with like drug dealing and cooking.
It has a really good soundtrack too, in
Yeah.
my opinion. I think
Yeah,
it's-
the music is great. Music
I
is
think
great.
it's a little gem that thankfully got really successful because
Yeah.
people started getting on it and going like, okay, yeah, this is actually cool. I went to check what the fuss it was all about because usually when I see that the game is very successful, I'm like, I might not care about this, but it's actually a really good game.
Yeah, it is right. Oh, and also it is the
Yeah,
most.
and, the
Oh, go ahead.
the publisher they mentioned. Yeah, there's a bit of a delay. I'm sorry. The publisher mentioned that they have no ill will towards this developer, which to me, I don't know. Maybe it's like the Schedule 1 kind of like genre name thing that reminds me of this, but it kind of reminds me of like cops patting you down and checking your pockets and being like, "Oh no, I totally hope you don't have a bag of weed on you." That
Yeah,
is
that's
awful.
that's the
Like,
the thing. Like,
You're specifically looking for copyright infringement. It's pretty obvious.
yeah, they're
what's
like,
going on.
oh, we're not suing you yet. We might sue you, but right now we're just checking if we should or not. Okay.
Yeah, we're just looking for a reason. We have no ill will.
And also it is the most played indie game of the year, or one of the most played game of the year on Steam. So
Yeah, the most the closest comparison to this would be if we went to the guys who made Hatred, and if we were a bigger company, we would tell them, we are going to investigate you for making a game that's very similar to Postal 1. You cannot do that. That will be,
Yeah.
very similar to the situation we're having right there.
Sorry, just sending out an email real quick.
We're always working
Um,
here, always working.
I know it's hard to break away from actual work while we're podcasting, but
Workaholic.
okay. Next
Anonymous.
topic. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remake's release window narrowed down by Insider. That's not GTA.
That's
Yeah.
not GTA.
I think it's gonna come out in a week or two. I think Pedro, sometime this month. I think that's what they said.
That's
It's
what they
UE5
say.
on Game Pass.
Of course, plans can change when lately there have been a lot of delays, so I wouldn't be surprised if But then again, this is going to be a shadow drop apparently, which it's crazy. Like, why can't they just announce this?
I think for me,
we've been looking at the same video from Elder Scrolls 6 for the past many years, and they are just gonna shadow drop Oblivion remake. I mean, one of the best games. It's weird.
yeah, I think they might wait for the Xbox conference during the second week of June to just show it and drop it there. I think they'd rather just show it before.
Yeah.
So we will see. Interesting. I'm gonna play it. So I like Oblivion.
I don't know shit about those games. I
Yeah.
wish I played more games.
It's fun.
Y-
Play Skyrim.
The only thing that I know is that they've been writing Skyrim forever. It's like for a while it felt like it was an annual thing, just like, oh yeah, here's like Skyrim Uber Mega Collector Special HD
Listen,
Remake Edition 5.
We're still milking Postal 2. We're releasing it on VR.
Fair enough.
We just haven't released 18 versions of it and charged full price for them.
The thing is, at least we are every time we do it, it makes sense. With the anniversary edition, with the whatever the fuck edition, with Skyrim, it's just money grabbing scheme. But people
I want to
pay for
grab
it.
money.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, but it makes sense at least. With Skyrim, it just doesn't make sense at all anymore. At least.
No, it doesn't. All right, we are going to go into our first little segment this month, and that's our fantastic fucking fan art. I didn't load up the sound effect for it. Oh no, I did.
Fart. Fantastic fucking fan art.
See, I'm pretty sure you guys could hear that this time.
Yeah, we can.
Yep.
Oh, look
Now
at
we can.
it. Just doesn't autoplay when I open up this scene. I wonder if there's ways to automate that. But anyway, this is this week's fantastic fucking fan art. I believe it was drawn by RG Draws Art, and clearly it's a Postal 1 dude, Crotchy, and a Postal 2 dude.
Yeah,
It's very
good
cute.
art.
It's very clean.
Yeah, it is very cute and very clean. Crotchy is definitely a doll. That is not Crotchy. It is the Postal 2 dude throwing Crotchy at the Postal 1 dude, I believe.
Well, that's two different pieces of art. which
No.
Okay.
It's the same piece of art. It just doesn't have the bricks. He forgot the
Yeah,
bricks.
yeah.
Yeah, Postal 2 dude's trying to cheer up the Postal 1 dude, I think.
Yeah. Throw a dig
The
at him.
question is are they related? Everybody asks that. And you know what
We
I
should
have to
never
say?
answer, so we
We
can
will
drive them
never
crazy.
answer that.
We're never gonna. Well, it doesn't matter. Who cares if they're related? I don't care. Do you care?
I don't.
It's the multiverse.
Yeah, it's the dude verse,
Yep.
which includes Rick dude, Corey dude, Zach dude, and John St. John dude. I do get a lot of requests on the TikTok. Are you the guy that voices the Postal dude? No, I'm not.
You should start saying yes, just confuse people.
Yes, I am. I'm Rick Hunter. I do the Postal dude voice, and I'm
Dick
the head voice
Bunter.
guy for iHeartMedia. Corey, the Postal 3 dude, for those that don't know, he did go see the documentary on Sunday, and he got to get up and talk at the end. He really did enjoy it too. He is in it as well. He got his light of day, though, as you all know, with Postal Brain Damaged. Hopefully more will be happening with Postal Brain Damaged soon. Sorry, there's been a little bit of a lull, but clearly it's one of our better games that we didn't make. Duh. But anyway, thank you, RG Draws Art, for your submission. Obviously, we can also take other people's arts. I think we should actually open up submissions other ways. We shouldn't force people to use the fucking cesspool pit that is Twitter. I think it's really narrowing our submissions down because Twitter fucking sucks. So maybe we're going to put up a little fantastic fucking fan art submission page on the website, and then Pedro can just get bombarded with emails with art. I get those currently, so I can post them on the fan art section of the website. So I guess he could just go there and find art. But anyway, thanks for posting yours. And for now, make sure you get on Twitter and show us your garbage.
People are asking if Postal 2 VR will be censored.
I don't have an answer for you now. On Steam, definitely not. On Quest, supposedly not. On PlayStation, probably. Of something will be censored on PlayStation.
Sounds about right.
I don't know what that will be yet. We're working on it. But just know, if you want the uncensored version, you're going to need to either tether and play on Steam, or as far as it goes right now, play it on Quest.
And might depend of your country as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't foresee releasing a specific version for a specific region. We haven't had any indicators from the German or New Zealand governments that we could put out a censored version for those countries. But obviously we're open because I'd rather sell the game in Germany than not. But we've been kind of advised in the past by council that there's not really a straight up way to do that without just making it and submitting it, which is not going to happen. Nobody's going to be spending money on something like that. But yeah. That's our fantastic fan art and then a little more Postal 2 news. Someone brought an actual chicken to a Minecraft movie. What the actual fuck?
Chicken jockey.
It's the whole chicken jockey thing. Like when Jack Black says chicken jockey in the Postal movie. The Postal movie. I wish. The Minecraft movie. Yeah, I mean, people have been throwing popcorn. Cops have been, called. It's been insane,
Yeah, the cops have been called 3 times, I think.
All these years I've been in this earth, I've only seen like one unruly person here in Portugal with a laser pointer. Of course, I've heard, some people talking, but nothing too much. And that person got beat up. They actually beat the shit out of that guy. It seems that the culture nowadays, at least in the US, because I still haven't had that here, is to fucking be loud, throw popcorn, so the cleaners have hours of work after each movie. It's crazy. You cannot watch a movie these days without, unruly people.
I saw.
I do actually kind of like the fact that people basically rewarding Jack Black for killing Tenacious D in favor of this fucking film. They're now being punished for paying the admission fee by having to have like unruly people around them and chickens and shit. I do enjoy that fact.
Yeah, we need
I saw something
Tenacious D back.
Yeah, I saw something crazy that the cinemas already changed their rules. That now, not every cinema, but some cinemas that maybe in the US, if you want to go see the Minecraft movie and you're under 18, you have to come with someone like an adult, one of your like parents or something. So
what?
Yeah, because people are too crazy. So that's the stage we have reached now. It's a very small amount of people, but it should not be happening. So. But at least they've made $1 billion already, so Minecraft is happy.
No matter how shitty the movie is, if you can make the memes,
it's all about the memes nowadays. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to answer some questions. No, Postal 2 is not going to be $10. That is a stupid question. I don't know why I'm answering it, but no, it will not be $10. What about Australia? Postal 2 is available in Australia, so I don't know why that would be a problem. It is rated MA15 by the Australian Classification Board now. New Zealand, on the other hand, fuck no. It's not coming. So as of right now, I realize like everybody around the world can probably see Postal 2 VR on Steam and Quest Store and the PlayStation Store is coming soon. Just because you can see it there does not mean it's coming out. I will tell you that right now. If you are in a region that our games are not in, you are probably fucked for VR as well. That's just my negative outlook. But yeah. It said it was $10 on Steam, though. What is it?
Where?
Some anonymous person in a discussion thread said it one time. Therefore,
no.
Yep.
I can 1,000% tell you it's not going to be $10. So
if
no.
that was the case, like it would have been, a mistake. Like the pre-orders aren't even open. No, there's nothing like that.
No.
It's not
No.
going to be $10.
No.
We can guarantee
No.
that.
Nope, definitely not. It will not be $80 either. I can tell you that. It will not be a ripoff, but it will not be practically free.
It will make sense.
Yeah,
for those
it'll
who,
make sense.
understand how prices work.
How much on the Quest store? It's going to be the same fucking price everywhere, guys. It's not going to be a different price on Steam or on Quest or on PlayStation. It's going to be the same price. I didn't even highlight the question. So Big Earn could see that I responded to him. Yeah, it's going to be the same price everywhere. So no need to place your bets. Hey, Christian Hunter, happy fucking birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. All right, one more question. Who is the dude in the Postal One promotional image? We've answered this 1,800 times, and the answer is we don't fucking know. The image came from Ripcord, who was our publisher at the time, and we've been using it ever since. There's no it's no mystery.
It's the same situation with Valve's intros. The two intros, like the Open Your Mind and Open Your Eyes. Nobody knows who those two guys are. They are just random people who they found on the streets, and I think it's gonna be the same situation here. We'll probably never know. It's a mystery.
Yeah. Also, we don't care.
It was the 90s. It's been a while.
It's Jack Thompson.
It's Jack Thompson and Senator Joseph Lieberman's baby.
Yes.
Oh God, I'm gonna answer one more question. Probably not. CD Projekt made that. CD Projekt owns that. So probably not. All right. Next topic. Big Rigs, a strong contender for worst game of all time, is on Steam. Is it worse than Postal 3?
I would say so.
Yeah.
As crazy as that sounds, yeah. It is much worse.
I would say in terms of the HUD, yes, because maybe I'm in the minority, but I actually kind of like the HUD in Postal 3. I thought that was kind of
Yeah, there are some redeeming factors about Postal 3, like the soundtrack.
The art and music is
some
great
of
in
the
Postal 3.
visuals.
Yeah.
Big Rigs is an absolute nightmare of a game. The whole "you're a winner" meme came from it. It's a game that nobody knows who these new publishers are, if they are even publishers, if they even got the legal rights to sell it on Steam, but it's there for anybody who wants a piece of history.
Game
don't know
preservation,
how they
bro.
got the rights to
Game
it.
preservation.
Game preservation, I guess. I mean, it's cool to have, I guess. It was already abandonware, so you could have already, download it for free. But if you want to spend money on garbage, now you can.
Well, that's good. I mean, I'm glad it's there. So hooray for people that like to buy crap. I've never even heard of it.
I saw the positive reviews on Steam, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of the GTA Definitive Edition after Ray Liotta passed. Like, I kept seeing people giving it like a thumbs up, being like, "Good game, rip Ray Liotta." It's like, how does that make it a good game? It's unfortunate that he passed. But
Yeah.
Oh,
That would be like saying, "In the Name of the King, a Dungeon Siege tale is a good movie because Ray Liotta is in it."
It's hard to.
I can assure you, it is not a good movie.
I have seen it, and I concur. Yes, it is a bad film.
Okay. Anyway, that's a fuck bad games. I mean, I know we make bad games, but fuck bad games. Microsoft unveils AI-generated demo inspired by Quake 2. We're there, guys.
It's similar to that generated Minecraft. It's better. It's more stable. But the creator, one of the creators of Quake 2, John Carmack, thought it was. Things is very interesting actually. So.
It is.
We need an AI-generated Postal. Someone fucking do it.
Yeah, that would be cursed in a good way.
It would be cursed. It is a novelty. It is, interesting for sure. But some people are actually saying, "Oh, this is the future of gaming," and I'm like, "No, it's not."
Yeah, no way.
There is no way that
it will be one
fucking-
part of gaming. Because
Absolutely
AI
not.
now is not going anywhere. But yeah, it will not be gaming. It will not redefine gaming.
It is interesting. and it is something that could be explored for entertainment purposes, sure. But anybody who says that this is the future of gaming, they cannot be real gamers, in my opinion. Like, this is not, this is not crafted at all. This is generated. It lacks soul. It
Yeah.
lacks, all the things that make a good game. So it's not going anywhere at this
Yeah.
point.
I just changed.
If you want to know like why.
Oh, I was just gonna say I
Oh, sorry,
changed
go
the QR code right now. We did make Postal browser port, so if you scan that QR code, you can play Postal in your browser now. I know that's not AI, but it's pretty cool. So sorry, go ahead, Swag.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, like, to bring it all back a little bit to Valve, one of the reasons they were so successful at turning, the boycott situation from Left 4 Dead 1 to 2 into, like, Left 4 Dead 2 being one of the most popular zombie games ever, is because, like, they've always had somebody involved in the development of these games who focuses on the human psychology, like not just QA testing, but actually like how do human beings respond to shit. AI can't take that into account. It can like look at it from like kind of like a data analytical point of view, but it doesn't have the human element of actually interpreting that and using that as feedback for development.
Yep, I agree. And actually, on that note, you're all fired. I'm just going to have an AI-generated podcast from now on.
Even Swegta got fired. Wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, I sent him $1.
Shit.
I sent him
Didn't even
$1
last
with
a day.
PayPal, so he's now an employee, and now you're fired.
Damn. He got
It's
Swegta
enough to buy
got fired
Postal.
from one of its users.
$1
before
above the
GTA 6.
threshold to get
I
social
love when
security.
we
I'm
get
fucked.
questions that we've already answered in this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen like 3 people be like, "Why the hell is Swegta here?"
We don't
So
know.
that's
I've
one
told
of
you, we don't know. He just showed up. He's like a homeless guy on the side of the street. He was just hanging around in Restream. He's like, "Does anybody want to have me on their podcast?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this fucking
will appear on
guy.
podcast for food.
This
We're paying him in
fucking
food.
And this is the second time this happens.
God.
Yeah. He
We
keeps
are
showing up.
so stupid. You know what? I'm gonna answer this guy's question. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Okay. Z Slayer G425. No, there is no news on Postal for Xbox because it's not coming to Xbox.
I mean, the news are we just confirmed like a few minutes ago that it would never happen because
Yeah.
of Microsoft. If you want to, debate that, you can debate it with Microsoft themselves because the ball is in their court as usual.
Yeah.
And it's not up to us to say, yeah, I mean, we want it and we should have it. No, they have to approve it, and they are not approving anything from Postal.
Nothing. Yeah. It's pretty sad. We'd like it there, but we're not in control of what goes on there. In other news, Robert Pattinson wants to play the villain in Dune 3. I'm guessing that's the character that is Cytail.
Yes. Yeah, that's
He
him.
wants to play Cytail. I mean, I'm cool with it. I like that idea.
Yeah, I like Robert Pattinson. I think it could work. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only one problem though.
What?
He has to choose.
Batman or Cytail?
They have to film the Batman at the end of the year, but Denis Villeneuve wants to start filming Dune at the end of the year as well. And they've already pushed the Batman to 2027. It was supposed to come out this year, so they pushed it to 2026, and now they pushed it up to 2027 because Matt Reeves has been writing the script for 3 or 4 years now, and the script is not ready. So, but I think he might be able. Right now, he's filming the new Nolan movie, the Odyssey.
Oh yeah. But
I
actually,
mean-
the new Wes Anderson trailer came out last night too. So
Yeah,
you
seen
should
that,
all check
yeah.
that out. This comment: have you ever considered that if Postal 4 had strong modding support from the start, the game might have been improved much faster through collaboration between the community and developers? Well, no, that's not going to happen. You cannot have modding support while we are heavily in development. It
Yeah,
would
that's not
break
how it
all of the modding tools every time we update anything major.
See,
Trust me,
when
we want it.
when a game is constantly being updated, especially during the early access process, your mods are going to break, and you're going to get pissed off at us every time we update the game. We are currently working on workshop support, so yeah, it will happen. But if we had done it way before, like when you only had like a section of the map, you didn't even have the police system, all your mods would be broken. So what would be the point? So yeah, naturally, yeah, it would be great if the game was, done from the beginning, but that's not the case here. Postal 2 was not the same game as it is nowadays. Things take time, so you can wait for workshop support. It will be great because, I mean, we already have mods for Postal 4. They're really good, and with workshop support it's going to be better. But if we had done that from the beginning, it would not be a great experience for you guys. Trust me.
No, definitely not. And for the record, like our entire team is made of modders. So, yeah, cool question. No. Yeah, I mean, obviously we considered it. The answer is no. All right, let's go into our other segment. It's a new segment this time. We're kind of done with the cool comment bro segment. It just looks like we're jerking ourselves off, and Pedro has a really hard time finding good comments. So this week, actually, I think it's the fantastic fucking fan art in here. I may need to change the art on the fly. So, yep, it's the fantastic fucking fan art. That's not great.
Want me to send you again?
No, it's in here. I just don't know. I just don't know where it went. Where did it go? Replace. I just don't know, man.
No.
All right, here it is. Okay, it's the Postal Dudes Weekly Sounds, and these are the songs that I assume Pedro is listening to, because then he says the dude is listening to them. But obviously, the number one song he's listening to is On Silent Wings by Writhe, and if you don't know who Writhe is, that is my former band. It includes our art director, Josh. It includes the voice of the P-Man from Postal 4. His name's Justin. And then our old buddy, James, was the drummer, and Carrie was the singer. If you haven't heard our band, check it out. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. It's fucking old at this point. But yeah, Pedro, you can go through the other songs.
It's actually a fun thing that I've noticed is that Postal fans and the whole team at Runway Caesars, we have very similar music tastes. So we decided to come up every week with 5 songs from different bands, old, new, and just jam it into this new format, which we're now. If you want to see everything, we are posting on every social media, and this is the 2nd edition, and people they have surprised me because sometimes I think that we are introducing people to new stuff, but they're like, oh yeah, this band, I love this band. So it's really cool that the community and us as a team, we share very similar music tastes. So I thought it was a cool idea to just have a little highlights for some 5 songs per week, and you might see some new stuff from some stuff that you already know. It's fun.
I do like the fact that Korn and Spineshine go on there.
There you go. We had Jenny Tortures in the 1st edition, which I thought they were niche, but apparently I had like tens, if not fucking almost a shitload of comments saying, "Holy shit, Jenny Tortures! I love that band." It was like, whoa, really?
I love that the Postal Dude's using an old MP3 player.
Yeah, that was pretty much necessary. It had to make sense. He's an old school guy.
It should be a cassette tape player, since we have cassettes now for Postal 2 and Postal Redux soundtrack on our website. If you're into old school stuff, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, on that note, we're gonna have Postal 2 CDs soon. Currently we only have Redux CDs, Postal 2 and Postal Redux tapes, and we have Brain Damaged and Postal Redux vinyls. The Postal 2 OST vinyls will be coming quite soon. So if you've been holding out for that piss-looking vinyl, it's coming very soon.
Do we still have stock on the cassettes?
Yeah, we have Postal 2 and Redux cassettes right now. The Postal Redux CDs are not in stock right now, even though I have them. They're just not signed because Vince is not in town right now. But yeah.
But yeah, like everything.
Anyway,
that
we're
you
getting
say,
we're pushing a little long on this. What is this? What is this Take-Two's Tracer AI?
Okay, so should I give the rundown on that? All right. So there's been a bit of a situation recently with Take-Two flagging a fellow Rockstar Games YouTuber named Darkspace, pretty popular person in the community. Makes some really well done videos, primarily criticizing Rockstar's kind of microtransaction heavy nature. So recently they've automatically, as it turns out, flagged a video of his. It was a GTA 6 map recreation mod in GTA 5, not a carbon copy of the actual map, just like an interpretation based on trailers and I guess some leaked coordinates from some gameplay clips. So they flagged this video, and initially people thought, okay, well, somebody from Take-Two did this. No, as it turns out, they're employing this AI company called Tracer AI to automatically do that. And I looked into a little bit more on this, and it turns out that this is something that a lot of companies use. Even if you go to the Tracer AI website, you'll see some companies listed on there. After doing some Googling, I even found out that Viacom, the company that damn near fucking killed YouTube back in the day, is using this as well to flag videos. So it kind of goes back to the whole AI situation where, like, you don't have a human input anymore. This is just an automated process where people's channels are put at risk for this. So basically, the way this AI functions is you feed it little samples of something that it can recognize, like GTA 6 gameplay footage or something. And then it goes out on YouTube, scans the fucking wasteland that is YouTube, finds something it can flag, and just does that. And YouTube pretty much automatically sides with this 9 times out of 10. Because I don't know, it just might makes right. I mean, it's the same thing if a Take-Two representative flags something. They'll just automatically presume guilt on the video uploader, no matter what. And Darkspace actually did reach out to both, I think, Tracer AI and Take-Two, and explain to them, like, hey, you could have easily just told me to take this down. I would have complied. You know, can we work something out? No, they just refused. They're like, no, the channel strike is going to remain. Your channel is now damaged.
That's
Bye.
concerning.
So that's fun. You know, knowing that this mega company Take-Two is not only trampling the modding community, but also doing so in an automated process that takes no context or nuance into account whatsoever.
That's very concerning.
Yeah.
They might
People
make
are
some
fucking.
of the best games ever, but I mean, not make. They publish some of the best games ever, but holy shit, are they an evil ass company? Very fucking evil.
Well, if we didn't know that by the fact that they did nothing but release fucking shark cards and bullshit for fucking GTA Online the last fucking 10 years.
I hope they don't mess with you on that, because you cover a lot of Rockstar content. So
that would be an interesting turn of events if they just went after people for just like, it's like, you know, don't be mad at me for talking about it. Be mad at yourself for fucking doing it. But okay, I mean, I guess like if they were to do that, then shit, I'd be screwed. But at the same time, maybe I could use that to my advantage somehow. Point out like, hey, you know, now they're actually going after people for just talking about this.
Oh yeah, you talked about the beta version of our game, Bully 1. Okay, I mean, we're gonna fuck over your whole channel just because of that. That's fucked.
I think talking might be okay.
You're covering unused content from almost 20 years ago.
No, I think talking might be okay. I think they were more after, because we know that the mappers for the Rockstar games are very talented and pretty good at creating accurate maps of what the game will be even before it comes out, because we have the Rage Engine like unit scale, right? So, and so I guess the map that he ported to GTA 5 was pretty spot on or accurate. So they're like, you cannot do this. You can't even put it on a video. So, but yeah, they could have sent him a message. I think that would have been nicer.
He did make public statements saying that if Take-Two or any of their representatives see this and you take issue with this, you could easily contact me. I'll gladly take it down immediately. So they had that option from the get-go. But even so, I mean, like, I would argue that it's still an interpretation. I mean, you could say like, okay, well, he made use of, you know, some leaked coordinates, but, you know, that doesn't mean that he has the actual models. He's still going to have to like recreate them based on what he can see in the gameplay footage and in the trailers.
Stupid. fucking Rockstar. Although GTA 6 really is the only game I'm waiting for, so I guess I kind of get it. Our last topic that wasn't on this week's topic, Last of Us Season 2. I think it starts this week.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It should be very good. Definitely one of the best.
It is, disclaimer, it is only half of the second game. It doesn't cover the whole second game.
I didn't play the game, so it's all going to be new to me.
All right, then it will be good.
Also, Andor Season 2 coming in 12 days.
And apparently 12 episodes of
It's
1
12
hour. Almost.
episodes, but they're releasing 3 at a time.
Oh, that's good, I think. That's
So
fine.
every week they're releasing the 3 episodes, which means they're releasing more than a movie's worth of content each time.
Yeah.
And that's cool because it's 3 episode arcs usually, like they did in the first season.
Mhm.
So instead of like leaving people like sort of hanging like they did the first season, which I know it didn't bother me. I enjoyed it, but it really does bother the TikTok generation that can't stare at things for more than 5 seconds. And they're like, what the fuck was that? I don't even know what happened. There's no ending. And it's like, yeah, but keep watching, bro.
It gets people hyped. Yeah.
It sure
personally
does.
excited for the final season of You, which will start later this month.
I'm watching the final season of Righteous Gemstones right now, and it is fucking epic. I don't know if you guys have
What's
watched
the name
that
again?
show, Righteous Gemstones. It is a Jody Hill show. Jody Hill made Eastbound and Down and Vice Principals, and now the Righteous Gemstones is the 3rd show. It is fucking phenomenal. They star Danny McBride, Walton Goggins. It is just insanely hilarious shit on HBO. Also, White Lotus ended this week. I don't know if you guys.
So which one would you recommend more?
What?
I haven't seen either one of these shows. Which one would you recommend more? I'm way more of a movie person. I've been watching like the.
I mean, if you're gonna watch Jody Hill
one of these
shows,
two
you need to
shows
start
would
at the
you?
beginning, bro. You got to watch Eastbound and Down. But Jody Hill actually made a movie with Danny McBride
Right.
before that. It was called The Foot Fist Way, and it stars Danny McBride, and he's like a deadbeat father that's like really into taekwondo or jujitsu or something, and it's just stupid comedy. But the acting is sort of mediocre. But if you watch Eastbound and Down, it's Danny McBride as a current Major League Baseball pitcher, and then it's like his downfall and his life afterwards, and it's fucking hilarious. Like all 3 of those shows, if you haven't seen any of those shows, you need to fucking watch them now. They are like amazing, amazing, amazing comedy. I used to
Okay,
be a
I'll
big
watch it
movie
after this.
person too. I'm not a big movie person anymore, but good TV has ruined movies for me because it's very hard to tell a good story in a 2-hour time limit, basically. It's very hard to get across a point. It's hard to have a lot of character exposition and backstory. And if a show is done right, it can have a lot more exposition and backstory and tell you a better story. That said, there's plenty of shows that gone on way too long and have very bad takes on things like that. But good television doesn't do that.
I would
That's
say
why
Lost.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
excited for the Harry Potter show, even though they're already coming up with.
I
very
saw
questionable-
a funny post that basically said the only reason Rowling is making a Harry Potter show is that she can completely disregard the old actors that all hate her guts.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But I'm kind of
I-
excited to see what they do.
I think it should be interesting because the movies, they were good, but when you read the books, you're like, okay, they could have done so much more, and it's just like Mike said, it's impossible to do it with a very short.
Well,
time.
even though I can probably watch them on whatever streaming service they are, I'm just going to pirate them anyway so that she doesn't get paid
Yeah.
for me watching
But
them.
yeah, it should be interesting. But they're already talking about some creative liberties that nobody's going to be happy about. But they have their own.
They're getting rid of all the
issues.
gay kids, getting rid of all the
Um,
kids of color. Just going to make it a
and,
nice,
and Black
bright
Snape.
white movie.
They're gonna have Black Snape for whatever reason.
That is not confirmed yet, but yeah, he did audition for it, so it's a possibility that we might get.
Is
a
the
Black
only
Snape.
people we know is Dumbledore? Is that the only character? We
Yeah,
know?
John Lithgow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one makes sense, but the fact that it's
Yeah,
even
he's
a
a great actor.
possibility, like if he's described in a certain way in the books, why does he have to be a certain other way in the show? Like, there needs to be some consistency.
Because
If
maybe
they
the book was
want-
written by a racist. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you ever think
if they
that?
wa-
Who
if they
fucking
want,
cares?
like, you know, if they want some consistency, they need to stick to the original design. They should
the-
not be taking
I
any
disagree.
creative liberties here and there.
The people behind the show, I think it's the people behind Succession. So and I forgot. Maybe I think the people also some of the Last of Us team is working on it. So should be interesting.
Yeah.
The Trinity Killer as Dumbledore, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
They should just cast like Gary Busey as Dumbledore.
no,
That'd be
no,
fucking
no,
awesome.
no.
Oh boy.
He should be Hagrid. That would be more beauty. I think that would be more.
It's a real shame that we don't have Coltrane anymore. I really like the original cast, but you know, as they grow old, it just stops making sense. You know, it is what it is. You cannot just bring everybody back.
Well, listen, if we can have the fucking 30-year-old kids in Stranger Things the final season, why can't we have them in Harry Potter?
We're gonna have Zach
Or,
Ward's back for the second Postal movie in 2050.
Yep.
For Hagrid, they are really trying to get Nick Frost to play Hagrid. I think
I
it would be a
can
good
see
fit. Yeah.
You know who looks a lot like Nick Frost?
Yeah.
Joshua Packard. Joshua Packard.
Oh, really?
Our audio guy, yeah.
I don't think I've seen a photo.
You know
of it.
what?
Yeah. He
Now that
reminds
you're
me.
saying that, I can see it.
Yeah.
I cannot unsee that shit.
Yep,
now.
that's exactly how it's
Yeah,
going to
you
go
did.
now.
Oh shit.
All right,
And,
we've gone on way too long. It's been an hour and 15 minutes. Thank you, Swegta, Pedro, Matt. Thank you, everybody who dealt with our bullshit. I hope you like the new layout. I hope that you like that we could fucking show all this stuff on screen. And obviously, we're going to get a little better at this as we do this. And maybe we'll do it more often now that it's a little easier to set up.
And check the
So-
YouTubes tomorrow.
Yeah, make sure you pre-order those U2s tomorrow.
Love the Disney layout. You can
If you
actually
want to
see
play Postal
everything.
in your browser, go to playpostal.com. And yeah, that's it. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Peace out.
This world's infected with a cancer fueled by hate and greed. But it's the hate it feeds the pain in me. So disconnected with the rest, it takes the best of me to let the sick world breathe. This can't be good for me, but I feel great. So the time has come for you to learn your dreams as the reason for your bleeding. You took me away as I needed you something. The light wouldn't save, I've gone postal with every word you say. I've gone postal. You dig your grave. I hope the violence breaks the silent devil's grip.